matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And some room to work. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
You see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it 4 times to interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position. Perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play. Just didn't complete it.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Wentz going to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he stops short of 1st down at the 18-yard line. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield, and allow the play to be successful.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at the offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, back to Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Hurts to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is, everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go to tennis on, man.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. A really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football at the 24-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down.
Well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Can't imagine all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Wentz. Pressure comes, and down he goes. That's courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
On 1st down, Hurts being chased out left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Eagles had 1-7 now on the year. And they come in really scuffling. Losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And I like where the management is taking this team now because the record, not great, we know that. But now they're looking to the future, using the younger players instead of some of the veterans. They want to see how they produce in the cauldron of an NFL season.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Let's go. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits. And
he's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hurts. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
In man coverage, your number 1 cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the coverage is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Second and 3 from the 9. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Davis Green, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Yeah, keep it up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by James Bradbury. Unfortunately for him, last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's caught at the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. That one complete out to Dotson. And it'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion right is Brown.
Do this, offense. Keep pushing the ball.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This one out quickly to Watkins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. On the draw, here's Sanders. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
A handoff running left is Gibson. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He's had the game he expected.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are in great shape as they take over at the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They start on the ground here at Sanders, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This could be the turning point.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Seriously, was that a play?
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Wentz. throwing it, Samuel. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A 1st down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And part of the type of game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Another run with Sanders. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. A quick throw, but incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
46 down, man, 5-4.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. 78 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down.
No score, deep.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. this one back into the end zone. Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. Just obviously a gigantic play by the defense here. You see where we're at in the fourth quarter, Charles. Fourth and long, they felt like they had to make a big play through the air, but it's the defense, not that offense, that comes up with the huge play.
And I love the countenance of the defenders. So calm, so ready, no nerves and evidence at all. And they came through with a big play that has them on the verge of a victory.
Fields it right around the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two scoring. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. This is going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it in to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got him.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 28 yards. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott good with a PAT. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. They'll let Robinson try and run, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the fourth. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready?
On first down, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is taken in at the 5. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. In motion left, the tight end. And he's got it. Touchdown. Goes to the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
3 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Play together.
One final try now for Wentz. And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with a pick-6.
This entire game, not only put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Eagles, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.